Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about reflexive pronouns and emphasizing pronouns. So let's get started. Before I start explaining reflexive pronouns to you, let me make you recall the personal pronouns. What were personal pronouns? Students, I have told you that the words like my, you, it, they, we are personal pronouns. And when we add the suffix self to these personal pronouns of singular number, and when we add selves to these personal pronouns of plural number, then we get reflexive pronouns. For example, we know that my is a personal pronoun and it is of singular number. Now you add the suffix self to this word my, it becomes myself. So myself is a reflexive pronoun. If you are wondering what is a suffix, suffixes are those words which are added at the end of the word and the meaning of the word gets changed. Example, faith. Faith is a word, and when we add the suffix full, F-U-L, to the word faith, it becomes faithful, and the meaning of the word faith gets changed. Okay, it becomes faithful, and the meaning of faithful is entirely different from the meaning of the word faith. So, if we add the suffix selves to the personal pronouns of plural number, then also we get reflexive pronouns. Let's look at the examples. She cooked the dinner herself. They enjoyed themselves. He introduced himself. In these sentences, the words in blue, herself, themselves and himself, are reflexive pronouns, and you can notice that all of them are formed by adding the suffix self or selves to personal pronouns. Now look at this table. This table shows how the reflexive pronouns are formed by adding suffixes to personal pronouns. So I becomes myself. If the personal pronoun you is singular, then it becomes yourself. If it is plural, then it becomes yourselves. He becomes himself. She becomes herself. It becomes itself. They, since they is a plural personal pronoun, therefore it becomes themselves, and we becomes ourselves. Now I will tell you about a very common mistake which is committed by most of the students. I always discuss some common mistakes with you so that you don't commit them. Students, now it is in fashion to speak like this, myself, this from this, or when you are asked to introduce yourself, you prefer to speak like this, myself Sagar, or myself Mohit, or myself Radha. But it is not correct. It is not grammatically correct. Although it is okay in informal English, but it is not grammatically correct because a reflexive pronoun can never be the subject of a sentence. Instead, you must say, I am Sagar from Punjab, or I am Radha, or I am Mohit. Next sentence is, Anjali and myself want bird watching. Actually, it's went bird watching. There is a spelling mistake. Anjali and myself went bird watching. It is also wrong because myself is used as a subject here, and it is not possible. The correct sentence is, Anjali and I went bird watching. I hope this has become clear to you. Now we will discuss emphasizing pronouns. Pronouns that are used to convey emphasis are called emphasizing pronouns. What do you understand by emphasis? It means to give special attention or importance to something or someone. The examples will make it clear. I myself baked this chocolate cake. The next example is, the principal himself came to the class. Now you must be thinking that the words in blue are the same as we have studied in reflexive pronouns. Then how these words are called emphasizing pronouns here? and the same words were called reflexive pronouns earlier. There is a difference. In reflexive pronouns, these words myself, ourselves, yourself, itself, themselves are used to refer back to the nouns which precedes it. And in emphasizing pronouns, they are used to bring attention to the fact. I will elaborate it with the help of an example. Students, generally, who washes your clothes at home? Your mother. So if I ask you, who washes your clothes? You may answer, my mother washes the clothes herself. Now, as you know, we all are locked up in our homes, and maybe your father is helping your mother and he is washing clothes at home. For example, if I ask you again, who washes the clothes? And the same day, your father had washed the clothes. Then you would answer, my father himself washed the clothes. There is a difference. Your mother washes the clothes daily. It's a usual thing for her. It's her routine. So there is no need to put special attention or emphasis on this fact. It is a very normal thing. My mother washes the clothes herself. But when your father washes the clothes, it becomes an unusual thing. Okay, it does not happen daily. So you want to emphasize the fact that your father himself washed the clothes. So now I think it has become clear that the same word can be used as a reflexive pronoun also and as an emphasizing pronoun also, depending on the context it is used. Coming back to the examples given, I would like to explain the second example given. The principal himself came to the class. This is an unusual thing because who comes to your class daily? Teachers. Okay, when principal arrives to your class, it's something which does not happen daily. So here you have emphasized the fact that the principal himself came to the class. Now the question is, how do we find out whether a pronoun has been used as a reflexive pronoun or as an emphasizing pronoun? Pronouns like myself, yourself, himself, when used as the receiver of an action, are called reflexive pronouns. Emphasizing pronoun is used to emphasize the action of the subject. I have discussed the difference with you, so I am not explaining it further. In the sentence, she cooked the dinner herself, the word herself is a reflexive pronoun because it indicates that the speaker cooks the dinner daily. It's a usual thing to do for her. And in the sentence, she herself cooked the dinner, this sentence indicates that the speaker does not cook the dinner daily. Maybe she is not pro at cooking, or she does not know how to cook. So one particular day she cooked the dinner. So we are emphasizing on the fact she herself cooked the dinner. I hope the usage and the function of the reflexive pronoun and emphasizing pronoun has been clear to you. If you have any doubt or query, you can ask me. Thanks for watching.